How's it going, gang? Daniel here, and welcome to the Southpaw Blades channel. This channel is a newly created channel after months and months of personal thought and considering doing this because I've done YouTube videos before on different types of collections, and I really got into knives a couple years ago, so I've accumulated a bunch of cutlery over the past couple years with a specific passion in certain companies and in certain folders and any types of cutlery. So I thought that this would be a great video to start with on one of my favorite cutlery makers, Great Eastern Cutlery, and they are now running a 56 pattern run in 2023, in May of 2023, and wanted to sort of share with you. This is the newest release, and I have this upside down. Look at me, not even prepared. First video, guys, give me a break. But one of my favorite boutique cutlery companies that's on fire right now is Great Eastern Cutlery, and they're running a 56 pattern as we speak. This one is going to be the 56 21 23 EO Orange Scramble. So for those of you who are not familiar with GEC, although most people who will look up GEC on YouTube will get the hits they desire, so I'm assuming you are familiar with GEC if you come onto this channel. For those who are unfamiliar, this is a company that basically makes their own patterns based off of other traditional and timeless patterns seen in the past 100 to 200 years, and they do it the way knives used to be done. Now they claim to do it as close to as how it was done with dies and the machines that they used 100 years ago. So a very successful company. I've gotten really, my heart lies into traditional folders because of this company. Also, so for those of you who don't know, we'll go over this a couple times, and I'll try and remind everyone. But this numbering does have a rhyme or reason for it. So, like I said, just to go through with this, the 56 in the beginning here would be the pattern number. So if it was something less than 10, it would be 01, 02, 03, 05, 07. So this one's 56 pattern. The second or the third number here denotes what kind of blade it comes with. This comes with a spear blade, so that's a 2 on their mapping of blades, in-house blades. And then the 1 afterwards denotes on how many blades there are. So this will be a 1-bladed jackknife, and the 23 is the year it was made. So if a knife was made in 19, it will have 19. If it was made in 2009, it will have an 09. This was made in 2023, literally a couple of weeks ago probably, so it has 2023. And the EO is easy open. They cut a notch, and we'll talk about that a little later. So the covers for this are going to be Orange Scramble acrylic. These are covers I have not seen to date yet. This is the first time I'm seeing these covers. Let's put that one over here. Let's get this out. It's a little windy here, so I'm not going to keep the little beeswax paper out. I'm outside in my backyard right now. Figured I'd make this video my first video, and said, what the heck, let's do it. So here it is. Here's the 56, and oh my, let's just say that I am I don't know how much you can tell, but this is a really glowy, this is like glowy orange acrylic. It really almost glows. It almost reminds me of the Kryptonite series that that GEC came out with quite a bit ago. That shield is basically why I got this. I do like the 56 Dogleg, but that shield is too cool. It is way too cool. I like quirky shields, and I used to play guitar. Used to, meaning that I definitely don't practice as much as I should anymore, but still have a bunch of guitars just laying around. And this is just, look at that. Beautiful. All right. So, the easy open, as you can see here, they cut a little notch here so you can actually grip it with your finger and not have to use the nail nick. But let's do a walkthrough on the knife. So, front cover, very nice. I like the variation. All right, I like the variation of the black lines. Sometimes you get acrylic like this that's mixed, and you'll just get a patch that had maybe one black line or one of those highlighted areas that would be the black or whatever color it would be. And in my experience, that makes for a more boring cover, but this one has plenty of what I like to call action on it over here. So that's real nice. This is a Titty brand, so nothing fancy on the bolsters here, although they're very nice. And then we have our spear blade opened. No etch or anything, but we have a satin ground blade, basically. GEC's go-to Titty trim. Very nice. I am a big fan of the spear blade. It's very utilitarian. And overall, a great knife. So if people want to actually take measurements here, I will just put this knife over here just so you guys can take measurements. And yes, I am left-handed. That's why it's Southpaw blades. So traditional knives really speak to me because I don't have to worry about a clip, right? I can just pretty much get a slip or just put it in my pocket. I would never put this in my pocket. This is too nice. I don't want it to get scuffed up and stuff. So I'd use a slip for this one. But if it's just a user, something that's 10-15 bucks, let's say a Rough Rider, I'll just put it in the pocket, not having to worry about the clip in a left-handed carry. It gets a little more complicated with moderns, though I love my moderns. We will get into them. So again, very nice. So you don't have a half stop here. These are cam joints. So they're rounded, right? They're not squared off, so you have a half stop. So this makes the lockup all the way out into the open position about 180 degrees. As far as walk and talk goes, this is not too bad. I'm not going to give you a number on it. I'm not a fan of the whole like, oh, is it a 5, is it a 6? That's so subjective. But if you guys want to listen to it, remember no half stop. And then one more time. Very nice. So yeah, it does give you a very very good feedback as you open and close it, and it's just impeccable. Like there's no gapping on the back spring over here with the liners and the spring. The only thing I can see is that the blade itself is not centered, which is not. Let's see if I can show you this. Which is not 100% terrible as long as it's not holding. It's a bit to the non-show side. I forgot what it's called now. Pile side. But yeah, very happy with this. I have the 2 version from 2018 with the mustard jig bone, I believe, and that's a little bulky. I'm really happy to have a one-handed version of this. GEC keeps killing it. I mean, look at this stuff. This is phenomenal. This is phenomenal work on a 100-year-old process of making knives, right? These are really artisans who have honed in their skill and trade, and they do these small batch runs. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this had only 300, 400, maybe 500 knives made. And there's going to be 3 other covers with this, so we will go over them and make a comparison with maybe the 2018, I believe it was 2018, run. But yeah, this is the Dogleg 56 pattern with the Tango Shield and Scramble Orange acrylic. I got this for about $128 and change. I have some people I know that are pretty generous with the listing price, close to map pricing. These things can get insane if you know what GCs are. But yeah, I won't keep waffling on, as Patty's potato peelers would say. And thank you for checking out my first video. Again, this is Southpaw Blades, Daniel here. And hopefully I have a vast collection of traditionals and moderns, and hopefully we can take a deep dive into some of these pieces that I've accumulated in the past couple years. So, again, to those of you who were kind enough to stay and watch the whole video, thank you very much. And we'll catch you real soon.